Good morning, everybody. It's Juliana. It is Saturday, June the 27th. Can you believe we are at the end of another month? End of June. I can hardly believe it. I hadn't planned on coming on. Good morning, Carrie, this morning, but I felt strongly guided when I pulled my angel guidance for myself to share it with everybody. This week has been interesting for me. I started my week out with one of my publishers releasing an idea into, it started a lot of growth in the Black Lives Matters movement, and I felt really bad for her that she was called out to the carpet, and who she had reached out to publicly posted all of her screenshots from Messenger, and I felt it in my body all week. I felt how she had been embarrassed. I felt bad for her as an empath and as somebody who loves her and that recognizes intention. And not only that, but the energy behind it. To see all of the anger and all of the words that were thrown at her. She is white, and she did reach out to a Black author, and it ignited some growth that I have never been a part of before. A part of me is a rescuer, and I commented how integral this woman is and how much I love her and how amazing she is, and it was not in my highest best good, let me just say that. So I've sat all week in what is my white privilege. You know, it's interesting. I'm 56 years old. Hi, Bev. Hi, Selena. Hi, Lisa. And I come from Fernie, BC. And honest to God, my parents are amazing. We never grew up with any people of color. I remember Fernie was predominantly white. And I remember when my brother, he must have been, I'm not sure, but in his tweens, and we had one Black person in town. And then as the town grew, we received other ethnicities, people of color in town. And my parents never taught us. They were so kind. They never taught us racism. We were not racist. We are not racist. And so to find myself in this week has been really hard. And I had to go within once again, as I've learned to do, to how do I learn the lesson here? And what I'm seeing is she's not the only one. There was a couple of instances this week where what I am seeing is right now, Black people want white people to listen. They don't want to hear advice from us. And they certainly don't want us to publish their work. There are a lot of people of color who have done the work already, and they would like us to read their work and to share their work and to sit with what it's been like. And it's interesting because I posted the other day a man who had a sign. It was a shared meme that said, "All lives matter." And can we recognize that all lives matter? And I agree, all lives matter. However, right now, even my priest says, Jesus died on the cross for us because we all matter. We are all children of God. However, the Black population right now needs to feel they matter. And with all of the racial injustice that has gone on through millennia, especially to our Black brothers and sisters, that right now, with so much tension, we really need to be observers. And when I had posted this post, I had said, no, all lives won't matter until Black lives matter. And somebody commented and said that it was rubbish, that all lives matter, that her, ancestors came from Scotland, and that all lives matter. And I agree, all lives matter. However, right now, the hot button and where we need to seek within is that Black lives need to matter at the forefront. And until they really feel it and change has occurred, they're not going to feel like they matter. And right now they are naturally allowing their own voices to be heard. And so I didn't recognize my white privilege. And I've sat with that this week. It's true. We white people, by the nature of the color of our skins, have been afforded blessings of a different kind. And even though I've never allowed the color of other people's skin to affect the way that I think, I really needed to sit with my spirit this week and examine my words and how everything right now is under pressure. And people think that their way is the only way. And this is why there's so much divide. And that if what I'm saying, if you don't agree with it, then I can't be friends with you. And that's simply not true. However, what I recognized was I felt that I needed to erase that post, which bothers me now, but I couldn't handle drama on my page. And it's a low-level vibration when people are beginning to argue their points. And although I do believe, as Sunny teaches me, to allow people to be seen and heard, because at our very core, we all want to know that our voice matters, that we're seen, that we're heard, that we're loved. And so it's been an interesting week on top of everything else I'm walking through. I thought, wow. So, I'm treading carefully. I had reached out to this particular publisher. She had messaged me because she said she was sorry that I got caught up in it. But I said to her, no, you don't need to be sorry. I commented because I believe in who you are. I've written in 4 books with her. I know how integral she is. And the thing is, right now, intention isn't everything. We need to sit with the truth of what they want as a people and how this is coming up for healing because of, like I said, thousands of years of this hardship. And so this morning when I was doing my angel guidance, I was like, okay, I received enjoy the highest energy. And I always know what it means. It's because I allowed my vibration to decrease. I felt so bad. A, for not being the observer and for commenting. And I needed to examine why I always feel like I need to be the savior. And, I got called out on it. And it's hard because there were like over 1,000 comments in this stream. and it didn't feel good. The energy of it felt horrible, horrible. So I guess that's why I wanted to come on today is to share for those of us that have white skin color, to be very mindful with our black sisters right now, especially in how they want to be seen out in the world, and to allow them their voices, and for us to sit down and be quiet at times, and to be very mindful of what we're creating out in the world, and to ensure that we are sharing their work that has already been done. They've done work for years and years. And so I was like, wow, all these lessons keep coming fast and furious. And sometimes it's like all week I felt like I needed to catch my breath. And so it sure felt good to go. Last week I went for a salt room or a salt cave, and this week I went to the salt room. And it sure feels good to be in that sterile environment and having the salt not only help clean my lungs, but clean my aura, because I had absorbed a lot of stuff. And feeling bad is never good. And feeling embarrassed is not good. It feels bad. So I want to share this angel guidance for today. It's enjoy the highest energy. Your source of energy is God within you. And this force is continuously available to elevate your spirits whenever you need a boost. You can tap into it simply by closing your eyes, focusing within, breathing deeply, and holding your intention. As you bring your attention inward, imagine a beautiful ball of light that constantly emits energy like the sun. This power plant inside you is always ready to increase your energy levels using only pure, natural love as its fuel, which is constantly regenerated. You will feel replenished just by focusing on this source, and you can inhale to draw its energy upward and through your body. When you tap into your inner energy, you're working with the highest power of all. So I super loved this because I believe in God with my whole heart. And I know God is the source of all things good. And I do subscribe that to my truth of we are spirit embodied, and that we are souls in a human body having this earth school experience that we call life. And that on some level we contracted to walk through this, yes, even the pandemic and this Black Lives Matter and Me Too and everything else that we're walking through right now, which feels like a lot, because it is a lot. And for me, God is my anchor, and being prayer-filled is a tool that I couldn't live without, and the belief in a power greater than me, and in faith that I am being guided, and saying my prayers to talk to the divine, and meditating to tap in, and making time and creating space to journal and reach out the way that I did. I thank Melissa Corder for allowing me to reach out to her. She's an amazing soul sister, spiritual teacher. And I'm so very blessed that I have these people to share these growth spurts with, and to seek guidance into how to best continue to walk through life, being the best me that I can be. And in these days where shame pops back up, which, remember, shame and guilt are not good vibrations. Guilt means I did something wrong, and shame is I am wrong. And I knew that I shouldn't comment. However, I know what it feels like to be singled out and to feel like there was almost like you were being hung. And because I used that terminology, that was not the best because of the connotation around so many people in the Black community being hung. I knew better. And so, I apologized for that, but then I thought, Julie, you knew better. Why did you comment? Why did you feel like in this instant that your voice would matter? Because it didn't. It didn't give a rat's ass, other than my publisher saw it and then she felt bad. So it added to the bad vibration. But I said to her, no, I felt like I would never want to feel alone. I remember what that felt like when my mom was the mayor and my voice would be shut down every time I would comment on something. And so that part of me that needs healing, that needs this continuous healing on, does my voice even matter? Do people even care if I show up? Like, do I matter? And with this particular angel guidance today, I knew exactly what it meant. It's that each of us has that God spark within us. And each of us, regardless of any word that we say, is always valuable. And when we feel the way that I felt this week, so low, so tired, so exhausted, that I can replenish that with the light of God within me. That I can move it out. And like Sunny said last week, in order to release this anger, I need to amp my self-care again. I need to write and burn. I need to punch pillows. I need to move my body. I need to pray and meditate and do my yoga. And it's interesting that with all of this extreme growth with my son, that's been so hard. And I don't like to affirm hard, but it's been hard. And I said to Sunny last week, I feel mad. So I'm just allowing it. And what this is saying is, we don't need to carry it. God will carry it for us. And our job is to replenish it, to continue to show up each day and to do things to move the energy out. Because what happens is, like what happened to me 2 weeks ago, I hurt my right hip again. And I knew that my right side is my male, is my giving, because I've been giving to my kid, and he doesn't seem to appreciate anything. And so I needed to sit with, why am I allowing this energy to sit in my body? I can let it go. I can replenish from God. And I can continue to show up and share, because we're more alike than different. And that regardless of what's going on in the world, we have a choice each day to show up and be the observer and not the absorber, and to continue to know that we matter. We matter. You all matter. God makes no mistakes. Each of us has a right to take up space. We are beautiful and special and important and valuable, and there is no other person like us. And that goes for every single one of us on this planet. Even the ones that are exerting their divine free will in negative ways. God loves them too. And to be the change that we want to be in the world, we need to do things that are different. We need to sit with, why are we the way that we are, and what can we do to evolve, to expand, to learn, to grow, and to heal. To heal. Healing takes a lot of work. Believe me. And as somebody who's so sensitive, right now, for those of us that are deeply empathic, it could be a very trying time. And so that's why I wanted to come on this morning to share this, because we don't need to do this alone. When we feel depleted, God is never depleted. He will infuse us with light. All we have to do is ask. Go outside, sit in the sun. It is said if you sit outside for 20 minutes, it releases endorphins, antibodies, so many good, beautiful, healing substances to help you. So make sure you go outside and get some sun. Drink your water, ground yourself, connect to God, and do what it takes to get you through this day. This day. This is the one that's important. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. How can you get through this day? So this is the thought for today. My energy level is always high, and I can give myself a natural boost anytime I choose. All that I could ever need comes from God within. I am divinely and perfectly energized. So that's who we are in truth. We're not meant to feel low and lonely and be vilified by others. Their words only have power if we give them power. It's true. A word is just a word. And what somebody says only has power over us if we believe it. If we believe it in here. Where's your thoughts today? Are they on, I am a beautiful being of light. I am love. I am enough. I'm worthy. Or are they, oh my God, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? I should have known better. And yeah, sometimes my old self-talk comes up. And I'm so grateful that I have these tools. So that's our guidance for today. Enjoy the highest energy, that energy from God. I hope that you all have an amazing day. God bless you. See you again next time.